Welcome back to Mcoc AlBundyRules. I got Quest 5 now on Book 2, Act 7, Chapter 2, Quest 5. Oh, I'll try to remember all that when I say each one. Alright, so let's give me Quest 5. I got the first 4 quests for 7.2 up on my channel already. Walkthroughs, also some of the boss fights separately as well, but more coming. I'm taking superiority, swing and miss, so there's going to be falters and misses. Got to be careful with that. I can gain indefinite furies with superiority, which is villains missing in action, so I gotta watch on faltering. They get longer falters if it falls on me, so when a buff on the defender expires, I need to knock them down either with a heavy or a special in order to get the falter on them. There's also an arc overload 2.0 on here, so I'm not expecting the arc overload to be too detrimental, but I did bring void just in case, because a faltering one, sometimes I struggle on falter ones. I lose track of timers if there's too much going on. It doesn't look like there's too much going on, so I think I should be fine, but I did bring void just in case. I'm looking at a couple boss fights. I'm deciding I don't want to do void because I'm running suicides, and that's going to severely limit what I do because void destroys suicides. So I'm looking at the platinum pool, and I'm looking at Dragonman. So I haven't decided which one I am going to run at this point in time, but I'll decide that as I go. It's going to be one of those two. And I am going to be running Path E. Path E. Need to learn my alphabet. Alright, so now that I give myself a remedial on alphabet between E and F, let's get into some fights. Going to go with Nebula. I'm going to have to get familiar with the nodes. There's a bit going on. Falters, usually not my biggest fan, but I'm thinking this could be a really good one, especially with the indefinite furies. So big thing is I have to be watching, I believe, for the buffs to expire to knock them down, and then gain the falter on them, and then just sit there and let them miss. So seems simple enough, so let me give it a try. I'm not always the best at watching timers, honestly, and I saw an approaching falter and I did a heavy, but I didn't see any falters go on Nebula, so I'm not 100% point at this time, but I'm going to keep playing around with it. It didn't quite go the way I was expecting it to go. Anyway, so in this time I'm just going to kind of start fighting, and I brought Magneto just in case the falter thingy wasn't, well, I'm trying to figure this out, because worst case scenario, I'll just kind of tear them up with Magneto. Got the approaching falter coming up there, but that also did not apply again, so still not 100% sure what's going on with the falters. So in this time I'm just going to do Magneto versus Nebula, or should I say Magneto versus #metal, and just end this. Why try to get fancy? I'll figure out this node in a bit, but let's just do it the way we do it, right? Trying to get fancy, and all that came from that is me taking some unnecessary damage, and bye-bye Nebula. Alright, so there we go. And before anybody starts complaining about using Magneto, for the record, I'm already on Quest 5. That's the first Magneto path fight I have used him on. I have used him on a few bosses, but first path fight, so I know a few people, some reason, certain champs people get up in arms on. I'm not too sure why, but anyways, I'm not going to overuse it though, I promise. So let's go look at the next one. Okay, I'm double checking these. The falter wasn't working the way I was expecting. So I'm double checking the nodes. Yeah, I read it right. It looks right. Whenever buff defender expires, need to land a heavy or a special within 3 seconds of the falter. And then, so maybe it was just something going on with a how Magneto's magnetism works or something. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but I do know it wasn't working the way I was expecting. So I'm going to try again, but in this case, though, I'm going to use Doom just in case I do have another issue, knowing I can easily finish this fight with Doom as needed, as I'm going to be rotating through my champs. I see falter approaching. And there we go. It did work. Look at that. So I saw approaching falter. I knocked him down. Of course, Cyclops all of a sudden starts getting passive and running away on me when I want him to hit me. Of course, that's always Kabam AI. Who would expect anything different? And I got several theories from that, so I like that. That was nice. Well, now I think I got a basic idea how that works, which it probably shouldn't have been that complicated to begin with. Oh, maybe I don't, because I just got faltered. I thought I had more time. Alright, so maybe I still gotta figure that out just a little bit. I liked it more when I faltered him and got all those theories. I didn't like it as much when I got faltered and got kind of pummeled a little bit. But that's okay. Be a little more careful, watch the top, and be good. So I got the basic idea now. Main thing I know gotta look for is watch that buff timer. When I see the buff timer getting ready to expire, I think initially I might have been looking when it was triggering, but I'm looking at when it was expire, and then try to knock him down soon immediately thereafter is what I believe should be good, and then I should be good. I'll just make sure that they have the falter applied to them after that, and I'll just sit there and let them swing, 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 and miss, miss, miss. Let them beat themselves up with exhaustion. And here we go. So I'm watching timers. So that should be the regeneration timer coming on up soon. But let's go ahead and get this S3 out of the way. Trying to get the double theories, but without Mystic Dispersion, I tend to miss it unless if they start getting passive on me. Sometimes I have a hard time getting that second theory if they get passive without the Mystic Dispersion. But that's okay, I got a bunch of theories anyway. Give me a little bit of health. And I am watching Cyclops blue team. And okay, oh, for some reason wasn't able to get that dex, and just second off on for the timer on the S3. Unfortunate for the second theory, but that's okay. Not going to be a big deal as much as I like to get that extra damage in theory. And on some of these walkthroughs, I haven't used Doom a lot because I'm not a big fan of using Doom with suicides, but if I only need him for a fight or two, then it's no biggie. If I need him for more fights in the path, then yeah, I got issues with it. But my timing has been off with him on these walkthroughs, I'll tell you that. I'm usually a bit better with Doom, but I don't know, I guess we all have those moments. So with that being said, let's go on to Hawkeye. Good old Hawkeye. Let's break out my Mr. Kingpin here. So I didn't really bring Kingpin for any real reason, honestly, other than I just want to see them just miss this big old dude. I mean, dude looks like half a mountain, and I just want to see them keep swinging, 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 and somehow missing this big. I thought it would be hilarious. So I see a falter, and look at how is he missing Kingpin? Sorry, that's like really the legitimate real reason I brought Kingpin. I'm not even playing right now, other than he is amazing. I do love using him. I've been wanting to break him out on some of these walkthroughs, looking for something where I thought he would be able to do fairly good, and he does fairly good in most everything, honestly. He's definitely become one of my favorite champs in the game very quickly after his buff. So I want to do more of this falter stuff. That's kind of hilarious. All right, and with that, I got some nice theories going on, so I should be able to do some pretty darn impressive damage, I would be willing to guess, especially when I get my nice little crits going on. All right. So I'm watching the buffs. I see the Arch Overload, which I'm not worried about that at all. I'll easily be able to out damage that. And I'll play a little crazy with Kingpin because I can heal back pretty quickly. If I'm doing a heavy and get hit unstoppable, he's going to keep going anyway. So I play quite a bit differently with Kingpin. Normally, I don't worry too much about it. He's really, really fun to play, by the way. If you haven't tried him since the buff, try him out. Watch my tutorial on him. He can do some crazy stuff. If you throw in a synergy or two, like a Sinister synergy, oh man, you just corner them and go to town all day, man. But I didn't want to bring a synergy team for that, and honestly, he doesn't need it. It does make him a little more entertaining, though, I will say that. All right, I see some big old belly bouncing. I love my belly bouncing. I see the falter going on, and how come every time I play a falter they get so passive on me? I mean, that's, you know, Kabam did that on purpose. I mean, come on. Although they're having a little more passive AI in these quests for 7.2 than normal, I believe, but every time I'm trying to get them to hit me, they just start playing hide and go seek. I don't want to seek them. I want them to come at me. Come at me, bro. Hit me. That way I can get my fear eves. This dude be punching up everywhere, and I see the indestructible, so I am going to wait. And I see those falters. I love it when they be. Look at all of those. He just gave me so many furies. Thank you, Luke Cage. I appreciate it. So now I'm just, okay, I actually want this fight to last longer. All these theories now, this is just going to be fun. So we see some pretty good damage going on. I'm actually now, when I kind of was started figuring out these nodes, I wasn't too sure. However, now that I'm learning how to use it, I got 20 theories. Yeah, I'm loving it. So this is actually becoming one of my favorite paths so far for the 7.2. I'd have to say it's actually pretty fun once you start getting the feel for it. Fun and I mean, if you can't have fun watching people just keep swinging right at Kingpin and somehow missing them, you just don't know how to have fun. I mean, come on, how is that not comical beyond belief? Anyway, let's get on back to Mr. Mags. And as much as I really wanted to use more Kingpin, honestly, I try to keep them at about 2 fights each for these walkthroughs. I don't want to be too overly dependent on any one champ, even if I am having fun with them. And at only 6 fights per path, too many fights is not needed per champ. So let's get into Mags, and I'll keep an eye on the Falter aspects, but honestly with him I don't even really need. I remember first fight I was using him, I was trying to get the Falter going on and it seemed to not have been working, at least the way I had expected it, but now I understand the nodes better, so maybe I was just doing something wrong. Let's double check. And approaching Falter, and nothing happened there. So I'm thinking there might be some node related things. I think when the thing comes up, maybe the magnetism shuts it down so I can't transfer back to them or something. Maybe? I don't know. But that's okay because Magneto is going to end this right about now anyways. I don't need no stinking Falter theories. Mr. Robot Man is about to get smashed. There we go. And that dude is done. Now Gambit, this guy. Alright, which one do I want to use now? Let's go back to Doom. I originally brought Void just in case I needed him to deal with the regeneration, but that has not been an issue. So I'm just going to let him sit there. I'll keep him at full health in case I need him later. So I'm going to go ahead and come at this bro. Let's hit him up, get that shock, stagger. And Gambit just looks like a surfer dude. Like, bro, what's up, man? And there we, oh man, that's what I get for calling him a surfer guy. Anyway, I just got hit with a stick and stunned for even more damage. So how come every time I make a little comment against the defenders, they make me suffer? That's so uncool of them. Okay, so let's have him bait out that S2. Let's try to play a little better. I'd rather not lose my Doom here if I don't have to. I'm not 100% sure how the boss fight's going to go, and especially with some of these different nodes, unfamiliarity of some of these, I need to allow as many champs left available as humanly possible so I can go for some old project committee by approach methods. Don't always have to have those pretty solos. As long as I get the bosses down and I don't use no revives, I don't use no health pots, I don't use no boost, I'm a happy camper. I am noticing though my Doom is getting low on health. But on the good news, I got 5 theories. I got him at 56%. I'm just going to have to be a little more careful on recoil. Again, I missed on the second theory, but that's okay. The recoil is going to kind of mess me up at this stage anyway. Try to go to S2s. So let's just do a little teleport into my castle. Throw a beam through him in my castle. What a brilliant, brilliant place to teleport somebody before you shoot a lightning beam or whatever at him. And yeah, I wanna shoot a hole in my house. Why not? Okay, let's shoot another hole in our house that was magically fixed since the last one. And here is Gambit. He is stuck. And wow, there we go. Let's land on back. Let's leave the battle realm to go to the castle and then just come back to the battle realm. Why not? Alright, not like they're trying to escape from there or something. So let's move on. And let's finishing up the pass. So now the boss, and I hadn't decided. I thinking. But I'm like, you know what, Dragonman? The fight's been doing good, so at the start of the fight, defender receives, so I can't stun him or I'll get stunned, so no stun. Okay, I can live with that. There's a cooldown for Incinerate. So I'm thinking Torch should be pretty dang good. There's empowered immunity there. If they receive a debuff they're immune to. So I'm looking at all this, and extend buffs longer. So I'm deciding I'm going to go Dragonman way. And I'm thinking I'm going to tag in my good old buddy Human Torch. And I'm thinking he should be able to do good, assuming I don't make any silly mistakes, which with me, never assume that. Because if there's a way to make a mistake, believe me, I will find it times 14. Alright, so let us go on over to Dragonman. And I got a really full team, so I'm feeling pretty confident here. Because Dragonman can be kind of a pain at times, but Human Torch, as long as I don't do nothing silly, should do a huge chunk of damage. If I don't solo him, I'm fine with that. I got a pretty much full team, so I'm not too worried here. And I don't know what I was thinking there. I got confused on the S1 and I rushed into that. Got confused on the heavy and I rushed into the heavy way too quick. And that just caused a chain of events that I now need to try to recover from. Got myself cornered, got Dragonman at high health, and I can't bait this. Oh, finally baited right before the S3, but I'm still cornered. Okay, so I need to do something. So this fight just started off ugly. Even though I haven't lost a ton of health from it, I'm just in a bad predicament right now. Alright, all because I ran into a heavy, a little too overly eager, and I do get kind of overly eager sometimes on my level of aggression on some of these fools, and Dragonman made me pay for it. So I'm trying to recover now. I am struggling with his health though. His power is gaining so quick. I don't believe that I'm applying anything that he's immune to, but maybe I am, because he's not Incinerate immune. Unless my pre-fight is causing him, but his power is just going so quick. That just did not work out the way I was thinking it. I could not keep Dragonman's power in check. It was just flowing, so I did not do anywhere near as much damage as I had originally anticipated. But I got Magneto. Although Magneto, as we know by now, I love against metal champs. However, this is a non-parry fight, so it is going to be different. So I'm going to, I just got intercepted. All of a sudden AI got all smart on me. AI gaining power, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. This is a very different AI than I've been fighting throughout the last couple quests, by the way. I can barely get these champs to fight me last couple quests, and this Dragonman, holy wow, he is just going berserk on me. Alright, so this fight ain't going well too, and this long S1 just takes up the entire fighting field practically. So easy to get cornered by that when you're just trying to dext away. And you don't want to get cornered by Dragonman. That's when it gets ugly. As if this fight and last fight haven't already been... And I just got KO'd middle of before he even hit me. I guess I got scared in anticipation. Decided to take a nap. I don't even know what happened there. My dude just fell down. So I'm double checking. I don't even know what the heck anymore. Okay, this has been going really ugly, but I always vow to get through the mine free. I don't want to use my resources on these walkthroughs. I don't want to use my items, such as, when I say items, of course I always mean the good stuff like the revives, the health potions, the boosts, that kind of stuff. But considering I've used two who should be really good counters for this fight, and only got them to 68%, this is not looking good for me. So I'm gonna have to kind of pay a little more attention to this fight, go back. I do plan on going back to most, if not all, of the bosses in 7.2 and kind of show little guides on how to fight them. I promise you this will not be the guide. If anything, this will be the guide on what not to do. Do the opposite of what I've been doing thus far. But I'm just overlooking something or missing something obvious. I know I am, because it shouldn't be this ugly. Sometimes I just miss an easy quick thing, and that's kind of the things when I do these quick walkthroughs, getting them out so quick. I don't really study or digest it. I just kind of go at it, figure it out as I go. Sometimes it clicks, sometimes, yeah, it just kind of ends how this has been going. So I'm hoping Void, I'm now happy that I kept Void at full health for as long as I did, because give me something to work with, and he's actually been doing pretty good for me in this fight so far, building him up. I'm actually liking how Boyd's feeling so far. So if I can keep getting cornered, if I can keep this power going, his power concerned. Oh, I just took a hit. I spoke too soon. And now the unblockable. Oh, once you get knocked down, and then unblockable comes and you're cornered. Oh, dang it. Every time I speak happily, I jinx myself. I just need to stop talking and let y'all just listen to quiet. Maybe you'll be more successful. But where's the fun in that? I can't do that to y'all. So I've lost 3 almost full health champs and only got him to halfway. I am losing a lot of my confidence I had coming into this fight. This has been an onslaught. I really believed I was going to have a fairly not too bad solo with the Human Torch on Dragonman. And that's clearly from the beginning of that fight. For that one mistake to the chain effects that led from that has not been the case. But I got my utility boy with me over here, Guardian. And as I said before, I bring him here just in case. And I'm hoping to get as much damage as I can. I still got another champ left over, more champs, so I don't have to have Guardian finishes, but I need to get as much damage as I can. So I was thinking if I want to do S3 to S2 cycle or S1 to S2 cycle. So I was thinking an S1 be safer, but my power seems to be going kind of slow. So I'm already losing some of my force fields, but I have enough to do at least a decent chunk of damage if I can get this S2 off, which I very, very much need. And Guardian saved me. That's what I really needed. Although I am now regretting not doing an S3 to S2, but that's okay. And right there's that stupid S3. Did not want to throw the specials. He's super aggressive when I'm cornered or when I'm in the back and everything. And when I'm trying to get him to throw his special, he just says, and then smacks me around with that S3 that lights me on fire. Now I'm going to be cornered with him unblockable. So yeah, I'm going to throw a desperate special that hope I hit. And of course I didn't. And yeah, I knew that was going to get ugly quick. But on the good news, Guardian came through. That's why I keep my dude around. But I'm down to my last guy. I got Kingpin. I don't got that much left. Kingpin, I would say, should be in the bag. But the key thing there, as long as I don't make any mistakes, which we've already seen multiple times this fight, that I have made a few too many mistakes. And now Dragonman AI is becoming a deck super stud. And I just got hit. I forgot how to block all of a sudden. So this fight, oh no, it's already thankfully that special I was going to come to S3. That would have made me very sad. Okay, this got ugly. This should have been a really easy end, so I just got to end this, stop playing this game, get some degeneration going on, back up, let him fall down. Okay, enough with this kind of playing tic-tac-toe with the dude. That needs to end. That was ugly. It was horrible. It was not clean, but guess what? We did it. We got through. No items, right? No revives, no health potions, no boosts, not needed. Does it gotta be pretty and clean? Heck no, I don't get no gold star for pretty and clean. Let's just get it done. Let's see what I get on the 2-star, and I get me some units. Thank you, I will happily take those units. So I'm hoping you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to watch my other content, my other 7.2. Get my 7.2 playlist, put in all my content in there for 7.2. Click that icon, subscribe. And don't forget to have notifications on. Mcoc, AlBundyRules. Thanks for watching.